So, iPads, Apple's staple tablet and arguably the best tablet available in a world of diminishing Android tablets. These devices are incredibly popular and, for some models, incredibly expensive. So when it comes to devices like these, what is it that someone can do to save money? Buying used is generally people's first thought, but this can present a huge risk as the device might have an issue that the seller is not telling you about. So how can someone save money without the risk of receiving a dodgy device? Well, the answer lies in Apple's Refurbished program. For those who regularly watch my channel, you will know that I've already done a video on my iPad Air 2, which is bought refurbished. However, this is a long-term review as I've now owned the device for 4 years and wanted to share my thoughts on how well it has held up over this extended period of time. For those of you who don't know, Apple sells devices that are refurbished through their website. But what does this mean? Well, according to Apple's website, a refurbished device is an old device with an issue that has been taken in by Apple to have the faulty components replaced. Once the parts are replaced, the casing of the device, which in this case would be an iPad enclosure, is also replaced. On top of this, Apple also replaces the batteries to ensure that the devices don't have less than expected battery life. So in essence, the iPad is almost brand new, as the outside case is new and all the internal components that were faulty have been replaced. All the way back in 2015, I purchased one such refurbished device, an iPad Air 2, as I couldn't afford to buy a brand new one, which I have now used for the last 4 years. Some people are skeptical about buying refurbished devices, but in my experience, this iPad has been flawless for the last 4 years. Upon purchase and unboxing of the iPad, you wouldn't even know that it isn't new, apart from the fact it comes in a different box. As the casing is replaced, the device feels completely new and just as premium as it would be if you bought a brand new iPad. So now that 4 years have passed, what has gone wrong with the device? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This device has worked flawless for me and I've used it nearly every single day since it arrived at my house. Used mainly for entertainment purposes, this iPad has spent much of its life watching films, TV shows, YouTube, and even playing occasional games, all of which have been no issue through years of ownership. Whilst age has definitely gotten to this device, with new iPads being vastly superior in terms of performance, no issues have arisen due to the refurbished nature of this device. With the release of iPadOS, there has been a noticeable slowdown in animations that happen through the operating system as you make use of all the new gestures and functionality such as split screen. But the experience is far from unusable, it still works pretty well. As with all older iPads, this isn't really unexpected, as my iPad 2 and even iPad 3 had the same issue when updated to a newer operating system. But I can't stress enough, the experience isn't that bad at all. An iPad Air 2, in my opinion, is still completely usable in 2019, even on iPadOS. It most definitely isn't the fastest experience available, but it is completely fine for tasks such as media consumption. It is still capable of gaming, however, but you'll start to find that new games released won't be supported on a device this old. You'll be happy to know that PUBG and even Fortnite will work on this iPad, although the experience will not be nearly as good as if you owned a newer device. And if you really want to push this iPad, it is also capable of editing videos with LumaFusion, but the experience is far from perfect, but it is doable. So if an iPad Air 2 is the only iPad you have and you want to start making videos, it is definitely possible, but you'll just have to be a little bit patient with the device. I could go on and on about describing how this iPad Air 2 holds up in 2019, however, this isn't the purpose of the video. Rather, I'm here to explain what it is like to have used a refurbished device for an extended period of time. And to summarise my thoughts, a refurbished iPad is completely fine, even after 4 years of continuous use. Assuming Apple still maintains the level of quality when refurbishing these devices as they did when I bought my iPad Air 2, I would have no issues recommending Apple's refurbished products to anyone trying to save money. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I seriously hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll try to do my best to get back to you. Once again, thank you so much for watching.